Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chief, and I'm joined here once again with Saturnsaya.
Hello.
Today, stepping away from RPGs, but then again, we did cover it before. Anyways, Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. The first one.
The first one.
This game, yeah, the first one. This game I was introduced by my cousins back in 2000, I want to say 2006, 2007. My Nino, my uncle, got it for my cousin Riki because it looked cartoony and whatnot. I thought he would love it. So it was one of those like by chance kind of encounters for me.
Oh. Neat.
I liked it. I loved it. This one is the most different out of well, with Sly 2 and afterwards they really changed it up in terms of how it is. But this one's more like old school.
Yeah.
Very linear.
The
But that's pretty much my interaction with it. I followed the series to this day. The only one I didn't get, I didn't. Well, then again, I played them like years after they came out. But the Sly 4 I didn't play until like recent because I never had a PS3.
Yeah.
And you know, PS4 has that stupid just.
Not gonna. No
Pay for
backwards
what we promised.
compatibility.
Purchase what we promised.
Right. Ugh.
But that's pretty much me. Yeah, I pretty much like Sly Cooper, Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Dexter. Sly Cooper, I would say, was the one I followed. Was more dedicated to. I mean, Ratchet and Clank, I have all three games on the PS2, but Sly Cooper, I pretty much was more invested into. I like the series more.
Yeah.
Quality of the games is a different story, but
Yeah.
but that's pretty much me. What about you, Kayla?
I trying to remember where exactly I mean, I probably heard about them from Mark. I don't know if he had them or if he just like got the opportunity to play them when he was younger. And then I know they did the remastered versions for PS3, and those were the ones that I ended up playing because I didn't know about this series when it first came out at all. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, it must have just been later on when like these games were being like redone is when I was kind of like, oh, vaguely know about this. It looks cool. But I don't really think I can't really think of anything that's super similar to this that I've played before.
Well, at the end of the day, this is a linear platformer.
True.
It's just that it has emphasis on sneaking. It still follows the rule of one hit. Like you don't have the health bar. You only have one hit. So it's very archaic.
Yeah.
And it's very different compared to the other ones. I mean, no, I mean it still follows its things, but they tuned up the base games. Starting with the second one, because in the second one they give you a health bar.
Yeah.
It's
that's
open
right.
world. In this one, you go into a set world or like chapter where the boss is, and you go into levels and you collect keys. In this one, in Slide 2, 3, and 4, you're in a world, but you do jobs.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we need to steal this item. It's like, oh, we gotta break this thing or whatever.
Yeah.
I've caught you red-handed.
Ah, Carmelita. I haven't seen you since I gave you the slip and
Carmelita Montoya Fox.
You need to return
Who always has a different voice.
rightful owners.
And I was gonna
Yeah,
give
it's
it to you
very.
as a token of my- Hey, you know, that bazooka really brings out the color of your eyes. Very fetching.
You think? This
I
crystal packs a paralyzed
want to say
force.
that the
You
first
understand?
one was the best
Might
one.
snap you out of your crime spree.
And give up our little rendezvous.
Plenty of time for that once you're safely behind bars.
Love to stick around and chat. But
Yeah,
I
I'm-
just dropped by to pick up this case file. I think you've had
It's
it
been a
long
while
enough.
since I think I've played any of them, so I'm kind of like, I don't even really remember the
Well, in the second one, she doesn't even have a Mexican accent at all.
Yeah, so it's kind of like.
And the third one,
They went for like a different accent.
well,
I think,
no, I mean they try to go with the accent, but it's like more like I would say it's more exaggerated, or like trying to like a stereotypical like.
Yeah.
It was also a higher pitch, so it just didn't fit.
Yeah.
Once again, my gang and I had given Inspector Carmelita Fox the slip. I was surprised to see how well she took it. Finally, the secret police file
If you want to
I'd been
get through
searching
that
for all these
segment
years.
safely, just
With this,
jump over
I could
the
avenge my family and
the,
regain possession of
bars.
my most valued
If you try
treasure.
to jump on top of the
It
cars,
all
you're most
began when
likely
I was
gonna
just a
jump
kid,
into
bouncing on
the
my father's
fire,
knee.
the
You see,
electric
they
shock.
come from
Yeah.
a long line of master thieves who kept
Yeah,
all their
just a little
secrets of
tip. Remember,
sneaking and
if-
stealing in an ancient
If
book.
you die in that segment, you
The
go all the way
Thievius
back to the
or
roof.
Racconus.
Right.
So you have to like
Anyone who read it learned to
retract
be
the whole
especially
thing.
sneaky, which is why we specialize in stealing from criminals. After
Yeah,
all, there's no
um,
honor, no challenge, no fun stealing from ordinary people.
At
You
least
rip
in
off a
this series,
master
I did
criminal,
play it from
and
1 to
you know
3
you're a
instead of
master thief. Well, on
skipping
night I
the
was
first
supposed
game
to
and
inherit
playing the.
book, 5 visitors
the
came
second one.
unannounced to our door.
What game would what game series would that be?
Kingdom
for you?
Hearts.
Father fought to protect us, but the gang of villains known as the
It's
Fiendish
Kingdom
Five
Hearts.
overpowered him.
Alright.
Started with
Right.
2, and
Until they
that's
found
why I like 2, and
the
1 is
Thievius
still good. It's just
Racconus.
not as.
Nostalgia.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
1 is good. I do like it, but it was a change from 2 to 1, and I was like, ooh.
Each villain disappearing to the farthest corners of the world to commit
I mean,
dastardly
people could
crimes.
say. I mean, the whole group knows I prefer 1 over
Broken
2,
alone, I was
but
dumped at the town
people will
orphanage.
say it's nostalgia.
There I
I'm
met
like,
2
fuck
guys
no,
who
I
became
just
my
prefer
lifelong
1
buddies
in
and trusted
general
crew.
overall.
Oh, yeah.
Bentley, techno genius and
Number 2
strategist
is just
supreme.
like,
Ed Murray, part-time
Listen.
driver and full-time burden.
I'm the kind of person I play the
Together we
way
pledged
I like
track
to
down
play
the Fiendish
games.
Five, avenge my
If
father,
people
and
tell
steal
me,
back
oh, you
the
need to use
Thievius
this
Racconus,
and do this
I
and
knew
that,
I was about to
and
face
it'll
the
really show you
toughest
the
test
game.
of
I'm
my
all like,
life.
well, I
On
want to
this
play how
mission,
I want
would
to.
either become a
So
master
I say
thief
fuck
of my
that,
own
Yeah.
you know?
or fail
When people
and allow
when
my
people tell
family
me it's
to
like,
live
well, you're
by
playing it
the
wrong, they're
process.
like, excuse me, I'll play my game how I want to play it.
Yeah.
That is if the game allows me to, because you know some games require you to do certain things.
Yeah.
Come see me if you want to check out any of your old movies. I've got them all here on my computer. Use the left analog stick to move around the hideout and the X button to select things.
I don't know why it makes me laugh when they talk about the controls, or when game characters talk about the controls out loud. I don't know why. Just feels a little world breaking, I guess.
Well, I mean, it's like where they refer money to coin. We could make some serious coin.
Oh
The
yeah,
road
but
trip
that
gave
one,
me the
that
time
one's,
I needed to study up on Sir
that one's
Raleigh
not
the
too
First.
bad. It's just like
No,
when they're
they're-
like, use the analog stick, and it's just like,
As a young
what would
man,
that be? And
this
you're like,
hot-tempered frog grew bored of his life
Well,
of luxury and
the
privilege.
Psycho series is very casual because
yeah.
On a whim,
it'll
he tried his hand at a bit
like
of piracy,
slide 1, slide
found it to his
2.
liking.
Um,
Who
Slide
quickly
3 had
became
its own
addicted
like
to crime,
tutorial
was brought
segment
into the Fiendish Five as chief
for
machinist,
people that didn't play
where
the
his evil
game.
Yeah.
tutoring
So
genius
slide
rose
1 and
to
2,
new
they
heights.
will mention that.
Mm-hmm.
Jump and press the circle
The
button
last
to
reported
grab one of
sighting
the
of
pipe.
this mad
Yeah, it's
machinist
just,
was
I don't
off
know,
the soggy
just-
coast
just
of
makes
the
me laugh
Isle
a
of
little
Rat,
bit.
a small
When
island
they have the
uncomfortably
characters
situated in the middle of a
describing what
perilous
buttons you're
Welsh
supposed to be
triangle.
pushing.
There's a. Have you ever heard, seen, or played Dust and Elysian Tale?
I have heard of it. That was on 360?
360 PS3.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Or unless it was just 360.
I don't remember if it was just 360 or not, but I heard of it. I never played it.
Okay, well, it's a Metroidvania game,
Ah.
and there's a segment where you get a quest where you have to go and get these cows in a cave because there's a village in the cave, and there's a farm in the cave
Ah.
in the village. So you got to go get these cave cows. I mean, they're just cows, but they're in a cave.
Yes.
You find your first one, and your character, I forget his name, but your character, he picks it. You interact with it to pick it up. So you get this normal sized cow,
Yes.
and just
Just pick it
and
up.
it's just in your
Oh.
just in your pocket.
Oh, great.
But your flying companion just goes, "Did you just put that cow in your pocket?" And he's like, yeah."
Yeah. What about it? That's funny.
Anyways, here we go. We're making our way to Raleigh's hideout, and when we first entered this area, we had three icons next to the name. We have a key, we have a safe, and we have a hourglass. So the key you absolutely need, and the bottles are optional, but they can be useful for your journey. And the hourglass is for time trials. Time trials don't do anything except for percentages, and you get, I think, some extra movies. You actually get some of the behind the scenes on like commercials actually.
Oh, that's neat. Yeah.
It's like one of the commercials was that this high rating bank gets robbed. The safe was like cracked and whatnot, and the investigators are like, "Oh man, it's like, how do they do this?" And next thing you know, you see a live raccoon going through a tunnel.
Cute.
Let's go.
Yeah, they use an actual raccoon too for the commercial.
That's nice.
It was funny, but like in this world, everyone's an animal, you know. But they just did that for comedy,
Yeah.
I guess.
That's cute though. Advertising.
Yeah, so you go down in one hit, enemies go down one hit. Later, there'll be later enemies that'll take 2 hits,
Yeah.
but they're mainly just 1 hits. You can get extra hits if you collect 100 or you find a horseshoe.
Oh.
Or lucky charm.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I think that's the one thing I didn't do when I played. I didn't do the time trials. I think I just collected all the bottles and stuff.
It's not really required.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, alright, I'm not gonna do time trials.
It's just for 100%.
Yeah.
Rain or shine.
It's like, nope, I don't need that. I'm just gonna
Gets in my way.
collect bottles.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. And if you want to see the trailers, you can just look up on YouTube.
Yeah. At this point, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I actually have no idea when and where I died, except I'm pretty sure on the last part I did die. Kind of a lot.
Oh,
Of like the end of the game.
Oh yeah, the gauntlet.
Yeah.
Mission.
Pretty sure that's where I was like, I can't do this.
Well, I mean, they do make it pretty hard.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Mhm.
You know.
No, I was just like, oh man. And also, I'm not super great at platforming, so just in general.
I mean, it probably explains why you stick to puzzles and RPGs.
Yeah, it's true. I'm just not my spatial awareness or whatever it is just terrible sometimes. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I can make that, and then I don't commit. And I'm like, well, yeah, I didn't make that.
Yeah, I'm not really much into platformers these days.
Mhm.
I was when I was growing up, but well, also they kind of stopped making them.
Ah, yeah.
But even when I do play like a platformer these days, they're not good
Mhm.
to me.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some exceptions like Crash 4,
Mhm.
but that game it may be a great game, but they had the mentality of Wrath of Cortex level design,
Oh yeah.
and that's not good.
Mhm. Oh.
Now find that vault, and I'll give you the instructions to open it. Press the circle.
Listen, Wrath of Cortex has its issues, but I think it's fine. I was like Crash Out of Time or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
It's a great game, but it has its issues without a doubt. I wouldn't say it's the best out there.
Sly, you found a page from the Thievius Racconus.
Okay, so these pages give you abilities from other ancestors, either from moves or special abilities
Mm-hmm.
and whatnot. We got the dive,
Dive.
which I would demonstrate.
Whee!
Cannonball! Oh, sorry, dolphin dives are.
Ah, yeah.
Well, Call of Duty.
Okay. Whee!
And we gotta get 7 of those
Mm-hmm. In total? Yeah.
in total.
Such a big key.
It's a cartoon, what do you
It's
expect?
true.
Yeah, so Sly 1, I love this game. It's not my favorite. It used to be my all-time favorite.
Mhm.
Or it used to be like, I thought this one was like the best out of the trilogy.
Mhm.
That's where I'll find him. Wonderful idea.
But ultimately, I think this game
Why?
ranks second
Oh.
in the trilogy.
Mhm.
So Sly 3 is definitely the black sheep,
Mhm.
without a doubt.
Oh, yeah.
Well, at least out of the trilogy.
Oh.
Yeah, I still think Sly 2 is ultimately like the best one out of the 3.
Yeah.
But Sly 1 would definitely be second.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Sly 3 has too
So when
many
do they get to
issues.
the
Mhm.
impossible part.
Because it feels like they went backwards a
Oh,
bit in
yeah.
terms of the overall game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've heard people say that they think that the third game is like the best one. I'm like, I mean, sure, you could say that, but you know, it's not gonna change my mind.
Yeah. I think I did really like to. Can't. Like I said, it's been a long time, and then of course I've never gotten a chance to play the other one, the newest one. So, and I'm not really sure that I should.
I would listen. I would say it's a fine game,
Yeah.
but the story and the reasoning for things and here and there, it was so aggravating, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
So if story and characterizations were a thing for you,
Mhm.
Sly 4 does not deliver.
Oh.
It actually disappoints greatly
Oh no.
because there are so many points where I just like questioned everything and questioned why
Mhm.
this and that.
Yeah.
Sly 4 is great for just a game, but in terms of like story and whatnot,
Oh,
no.
okay. Yeah.
It fails tremendously.
Oh no. That is unfortunate.
But that's only if story is like a thing for you, though. Is the thing.
Kinda, but I mean, like, I don't know.
I mean, overall, I wouldn't recommend Sly 4.
Yeah.
You can watch it.
Yeah.
But you know, either way, you're gonna waste your time either playing or watching it. Either way, it's, I don't know.
It's only a trilogy.
It's so bad. I think it's worse than Sly 3.
Oh.
And I didn't think Sly 3 would be better than any other entry. But that's
And you're like, well.
That's how fucking bad I think it is.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's no good.
No good.
No good.
Alright, well anyways, that was part 1. We basically got into Sir Raleigh's headquarters. And we're gonna go into missions next part.
Whee! To the missions.
Alright. See you guys in part 2.
Bye.